Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode on my channel of Have a Knife Day. This is Have a Knife Day, and I'm coming at you with a video today where I'd like to discuss something that we often deal with in the slip joint community. Recently, I've seen posts on Facebook groups from close friends who have complained in regards to quality issues when it comes to slip joints, everything from blade rub to covers that don't fit very well to gaps in the fit of the covers to proud pins to gaps between the springs, all kinds of quality issues. I guess the point is that if you look at the representation here, and I certainly don't have every manufacturer of slip joints. I to this date do not have any Great Eastern Cutlery options, but I do have several Case. I have Buck. I have Rough Rider. Some of the more popular brands. Even in the background here, I have a German Bull brand. And I guess the point I'm trying to make is every single one of these knives that you see here have one of the issues that the aforementioned issues. And these range in price from, the very inexpensive Rough Rider brands all the way up to the more expensive Case brands that are 5 and 6 times the price of the Rough Riders. I guess the point I'm trying to make is that as a tool that is handmade, these knives are subject to flaws, and what I would say would not necessarily make them. That doesn't make them to be flawed as much as it gives them character, and it just shows that these knives were not completely made and assembled by machines that are completely made by machines, that there's still a hand process and there's room for that human error. When you get a item that is stamped out and put together entirely by machines, the quality is going to be the same universally. And so, to that end, I would say if you do not like knives that have blade rub, then, go and hand pick your items and look them over and make sure that the tolerances as they move in and out and the walk and talk, the blades aren't going to rub together and leave marks on them. If you don't like proud pins that stick out a little bit, then put the knife in your hand and rub your hand over the pins where the knife's put together to see how they feel. Is it smooth, or is there perhaps a pin that sticks out that when you have the knife that it's going to bother you? Check out the fit and finish when it comes to your back springs. Do you see a gap? Do you see a gap in the springs? Is that something that you can live with at the price that you're paying? Or would you prefer something that's very tight and very smooth and has very little gapping, or if any at all? These things can make a difference. If you're, and trust me, I have no problem with buying online. Just be prepared that when you purchase something online, that you're going to get what you get, and hopefully you can live with how it arrives. And I'm personally, I'm not a big fan of blade rub, but I do know that tolerance levels for these knives sometimes causes an issue of blade rub. and it's sometimes unavoidable. You can see some blade rub here on this, excuse the fingerprints on it, but you can see some blade rub here on this Rough Rider where these blades move in and out of the off the springs and next to each other. So I would say that I would never let it discourage you or dissuade you from trying to collect a certain brand or pattern. I would just simply say that that's proof or evidence that it wasn't completely assembled by machines, and that there was some human element involved in making it, and to me that gives it a lot more value. So I hope you like this video. I know it's been short, but thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you again next week. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there that might watch this, and I know you probably won't watch it on Father's Day, so happy belated Father's Day. And thanks again for tuning into my channel. This has been Have a Knife Day, and I do hope that you do have a knife day.